5. I felt better. When he woke up the next morning, Saikara Kondo was surprised. His body felt light, and his head felt clear. The chronic migraines, the shoulder stiffness that even came with pain, and the heaviness in his body, none of it was there. As usual, Norbert arrived at work exactly on time, and Saikara, who never once would go to work together with him no matter how many times he was told, ran up with a smile Norbert had never seen before. "Good morning, Norbert-san. That nutrition supplement you gave me yesterday works amazingly. Thank you so much." Seeing Saikara's face as he thanked him with an energy he had never shown before, Norbert understood at once. The previously pale complexion now had a healthy flush mixed in, and the dark circles under his eyes had faded a little. "Oh, you drank it. It's good, right? It's made by a really skilled apothecary, and the night orders use it all the time." "I see. Can I buy it too?" It worked better than any expensive energy drink he had ever had. For it to work this well, this really was a world with magic. For the first time, Saikara was genuinely impressed by this other world. "It's from a shop in town, so even you can buy it, Sei-san. Want me to take you there next time?" "Yes. Please, if possible, could we go today after work?" Today?" Pushed along by Saikara's unusually high spirits, Norbert ended up having to go back to town again, even though they had been there just the day before. That day, Saikara sorted and bound half the messily piled documents and neatly organized them into the cupboard. "All right, 600 lira for 10 bottles. "Yes." "Wah! You're buying 10 bottles?" The apothecary they hurried to was a small shop filled with the distinctive scent of natural medicinal herbs. He actually wanted more, but since he didn't have enough money on hand, he bought as many as he could for now. At 60 lira per bottle, that was about 1,500 yen, quite a price, but for that effect, it was absolutely cheap. Saikara paid with a smile. By the way, as long as they stayed in their bottles, they would keep for a year in a cool, dark place. "You work at the palace, right? Good job running errands for the night order." The middle-aged man, who seemed to be the apothecary assumed an individual, would not buy 10 at once, and seeing them still in their uniforms, said so. Saikara didn't feel any need to correct him, so he didn't deny it. Chime chime. All right, the errand was done. Just as he was about to turn and leave, the bell rang and the apothecary's door opened. In came the man in black, Aresh, the third night order commander, and with him another man in black with pale blue hair. "Whoa, Commander Indrak and Vice Commander Loda." Following the example of the flashy Norbert snapping to attention, Saikara stepped back and straightened his posture as well. "HM? What is it? Accounting's diversion department. What are you doing in a place like this?" Not Aresh, but the pale blue-haired man called Vice Commander Loda looked at them. He was likely also part of the third night order, but his muscles weren't as prominent, and his face, with drooping eyes and a beauty mark beneath them, was fairly handsome. Correction, he only looked fairly handsome because the man beside him was so flawlessly good-looking. On his own, he would easily count as very handsome. I'm just showing Seisen around town, the new guy." "Oh, so this is the Saintess's little bonus." As Norbert answered tensely, the man with the beauty mark clapped his hands. It seemed even the vice commander of the third night order had heard. Even if he's from another world, he looks like a pretty ordinary, average guy. If anything, the dark circles, the lifeless eyes. He looked like he came from a more decadent world than expected. But from Norbert's perspective, this was actually an improvement. "Hey, Aresh, you met the Saintess, right? What was she like? Was she that worn-out looking too?" "No. She was normal. If anything, she looked like a wealthy nobleman's daughter." "Then what was this man, exactly?" Orzif Loda tilted his head, thinking maybe they had assumed he was some kind of servant-like figure, but Saikara, unaware of that, got caught on the phrase diversion department. Diversion didn't sound good. And accounting handled money. Did that mean someone was diverting palace funds? No, if so, they'd be caught immediately, so it made no sense they'd say it so casually. He planned to ask Norbert once they got away from them, but as they passed by, the Knight Commander dropped a bomb in a voice only Saikara could hear. The Chancellor has taken notice of you." He reflexively turned back, but Aresh ignored him and was ordering something from the apothecary. "Seisen? What's wrong?" "No." Shaking his head, he bowed to the two knights along with Norbert and left the shop. Well, that makes sense. His conversation with the Saintess. Yua had been fully visible to that man, and the knights outside might have heard too. If so, from the nation's perspective, Saikara was an obstacle, Someone trying to give the saintest unnecessary ideas. And on top of that, his words hadn't reached Yua anyway. But what was done was done. For now, what mattered most was doing what he could. Which, of course, was work. Norbert-san, there's one more place I want to stop by, so please go on back first. Huh. No, it's fine. I'll come with you. Where are we going? He had spoken up because he felt bad keeping Norbert longer, but as expected, Norbert said he'd come along. Saikaira wondered whose orders he was actually following, sticking to him like this. You'll probably find it boring. Saying that, Saikaira headed toward the street stalls. Sigma 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 sigma. The next day in the accounting department turned into a bit of a commotion. Wah! You're already done? Yes. Please give me the next task. As before, Saikaira looked unhealthy, yet his attitude was strangely lively. He quickly finished sorting the documents and moved on to checking papers that involved detailed calculations. And with a mysterious tool in hand, Saikaira completed calculations at an incredible pace, like a fish returned to water. He could do mental arithmetic to begin with, but having an abacus made a difference. Saikaira cheerfully flicked the abacus he had custom-ordered from that street stall boy. He had been staring at a mountain of tedious calculations and thinking the efficiency was terrible, wishing for Excel, but with an abacus, the work progressed more than enough. And on top of that, he had a nutrition supplement that blew away fatigue. Yes, no matter how much he worked, he wouldn't get tired. His body wouldn't feel heavy. His stomach wouldn't hurt. He wouldn't feel nauseous. No migraines. No numbness in his neck, shoulders, or lower back. He could work forever. What a wonderful world. Saikaira truly thought so. And because Saikaira's work speed was so overwhelming, Helmut kept assigning him more and more tasks as he asked for them. In the first place, the Royal Palace Accounting Department's work was to manage the national treasury, allocate money according to budget requests from each department, and manage that distribution. So every day, the accounting department received budget request papers from all sorts of places. Helmut stamped approvals, and then Saikaira and the others checked the details, sorted them, and stored them. And because of that, Saikaira quickly noticed it. This budget request, isn't something wrong with it?